and you're getting what you want here this morning. We'll say hello to Mr. Eivind FX. How are you, sir?
I'm good, and you?
Good. Hey, what's your take on this unemployment numbers coming out this morning?
I would say they're pretty on target. I'm actually quite surprised by the market reaction, actually, because it's not that much. It's 5,000 different, but if it was like 300,000, I would be a bit more worried. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't understand.
I'm kind of with you. I mean, I don't think it's like it's not like a jarring hit the buy or sell button kind of number, but it is an interesting, in terms of like the dollar. I think in some cases there was the bar was set high for dollar bulls this morning. Clearly, as we see a retreat off of those highs here in the beginning of the day, I think that in some ways the dollar bullish case was like, hey, unemployment is going to stay incredibly sticky. Jobs numbers are not gonna, they're not gonna falter, and the Fed is gonna have this sticky problem with inflation forever. And just going into today, we didn't get any sort of major surprise, and it seems like some of that expectation or hope for the dollar bulls has been washed away, at least for now. Again, inflation's still a sticky problem that we'll have to continue to watch development. But what's your take on the dollar here today, Eivind?
Also, euro is still it's kinda bullish, and dollar is kinda bearish. Yeah. And what I mean by kinda is like it has had momentum to the lower side, but now it's kind of like pausing for a moment, or is giving us deeper pullbacks. And we can see here when we have the peaks here, they are I don't know, the 75 or 68, 618 or higher, but the pullbacks are pretty deep, so that means like momentum lower is pausing. So I almost feel like market wants to have a bullish direction for some reason, just to get some more sellers in, because they're definitely losing momentum here.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and I think that in terms of it's tricky because there have been some hawkish comments recently. I don't know if you've been paying attention at all to the earnings reports that have been coming out in the United States. It's been a little bit mixed. I mean, we had Tesla, for example, which sort of disappointed in a lot of ways, but then you also had some of the banking fears somewhat sidelined, in the sense that JP Morgan, some of the bigger banks, which was a big fear, have sort of been sidelined. And in some ways, of course, that's good for some markets, and also concerning for others, because again, if that problem is out of the way, the Federal Reserve might be slightly more willing to be hawkish. But again, I'm sort of still in the camp of dollar bear as well for now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear EdgeFinder. Happy birthday to you.
Woo! For now. Okay. So we have priced in so far 88%. I think it is priced in of one rate hike in May, which is like 2 weeks from now. That's right. And yes, we had seen some bullish commentary from Waller and other members, but that's kind of the last one. But shouldn't dollar then be bullish if we are now seeing more? If we're now seeing more hawkish Fed, and we haven't seen that, and the reason for why a dollar has pulled back so much higher is because it has hit, at least my targets, what I use as targets, and it hit 101. So there's also a natural reaction to the bottom that we currently have on dollar, meaning that I would just argue that we're just waiting for this one to make another way lower. And being said that, we need sellers, and if they leave like they did at 101 is pretty strong pullback candle here. When are they going to kick in again? And still doesn't seem to have come as a big stream, at least.
Yeah, no, and Ivan, I think you might be onto something with this dollar idea, in the sense that you mentioned that in order for there to be another sell move, A lot of times you need a nice little pullback. You need that opportunity to invite new sellers into the market on a pullback. And one thing that I think you just mentioned there that I found to be a good point is you mentioned that some Federal Reserve members have come out and sort of said hawkish statements. And if I show you my dollar chart here for just a second. So on this dollar move to the upside that we have here, and let me switch our views here. In terms of the dollar bullish that we had for the last couple of weeks on some hawkish remarks, there has been a little bit of a push to the upside, but I'm kind of in the same camp in the sense that like the market needs an opportunity to sell again. And part of that up move now being faded, now being rejected, and to your point, not exploding higher. It's not like it's just, off those hawkish remarks, taking out all of the recent highs. It's not doing that. And I think that at the same time, probably the consensus is still rate hike 25 basis points and pause and see what the data comes in as. And so any rally super strong on the dollar, I think goes against that consensus, in my opinion. So I think that rallies on the dollar are more selling opportunities than anything. That's my take on it.
Yeah, and I remember. I think this is a time where we had a stream a Monday, and we had this pretty big dollar push higher, and people were like, "Oh, buy a dollar, what's going on? We're going higher." But we haven't gone high. We haven't technically had that confirmation yet. So in the sense that yes, you have different comments, yes, you have different inputs, you have different indicators coming in, as I would call them mixed now. You still don't have the technical confirmation. So if you are a seller, you're very late to the party. But also, if we are going to see a pause, if they're now signaling a pause going forward, dollar is going to fall. Yeah, at least immediately, and then we can talk about dollar strength later on. But the initial reaction, therefore, for me, it is the most logical one to sit and be dollar bearish positioned, or at least minded, so that if I see a deeper retracement on dollar before the FOMC, at least if I don't get current price, at least I get a better price. So I'm going to change the direction.
No, I like all good points, and I think that in terms of the dollar case, you mentioned, we've talked about the consensus being, hey, we're going to probably slow our rate hikes. We're probably going to, pause and watch the data. If 6 months from now, Eivind, we are still seeing inflation be sticky, and the Federal Reserve may need to talk about something different. That's a conversation for that time. But for you, me, and for most of the audience, of course, us trading, being more active in the markets, we're not looking 6 months out. We're looking really more in focus. And I think that right now, 1 month outlook for me on the dollar is still bearish until something becomes more clear from the Federal Reserve to the contrary. So thank you for hopping on the last second here, Eivind. As always, you're always welcome on the show, and I appreciate you coming on with your take.
Thank you very much for having me.
Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want our broker recommendation, access to our free Discord, free EdgeFinder, or want to chat with us on Telegram. Remember, you can watch us live in the markets every morning starting at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and we have lots more free trading tools and content available on our website, a1trading.com. Thanks for watching.